I did not expect this to go live so quickly. I clicked the button, but for some reason it threw me off guard. Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. If you are new to my page, my name is Allison Wellington. I am a certified dating and relationship coach. I have a bachelor's degree in education, have a master's degree in counseling, I have a master's degree extension in mental health counseling. I said on my last video that I've been a counselor for 12 years. I got to do the math. I want to say this might be, maybe September might be year 13, but I've been specifically doing this work, working with busy professional women to help them learn how to attract and keep the husbands that they deserve. I've been doing this work for a little over 5 years. I have over 300 clients. Actually, I should say way more than that. I have 300 testimonials. Because the testimonials are only reflective of the people who actually put the time in to send something, to let me know, to send me a note. And I'm sure many of you guys know how it works when in business and testimonials. Plenty of people will complain and give a 1-star rating when they have a negative experience. Most people will not put in the effort to submit a testimonial when they have a 5-star experience. So I have 300 testimonials. I've worked with way more women than that. And I'm sure that I have way more women who are in the healthy, committed relationships that they desire. So all that being said, every Wednesday around 5:30 p.m. Eastern, I know I am late. Do not judge me. I'm also a wife and a mom of 2 under 2. And very frequently we deal with a lot of meltdowns. Nonetheless, I do this live stream around 5:30 p.m. every Wednesday where I take your questions. So this is an opportunity for you to ask questions for the free, which only happens right here, does not happen frequently, that I can help you, to guide you, to support you, to give you hard and fast answers around your dating and relationship life. So time is of the super essence. I do have a consultation in the next 10 minutes. And so I did want to honor my word. I didn't want to come on and take your questions, but sis got 10 minutes. Okay. Sorry. I tried. My baby's practically melting down on the other side of this wall. And poor daddy is dealing with that with our infants. So with all that being said, one thing I want to discuss, I'm going to kick off with this question. And then if there are other questions that come in and we have time, I will take it on. When I was conducting a group session this morning, right? So I have my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve, is 8 weeks of coaching to teach you how to navigate dating successfully so you can get into the best relationship of your life. And in group today, there was a topic that was brought up that has been brought up before, specifically on my International Ready, Set, Love retreat, that I think is so key that enough of us are not talking about. And that issue is that busy professional women like me, like you, those who have the careers, they have the degrees, they have the businesses, they're the supervisors, they're the managers, they're the teachers, they're the administrators, they're the HR folks, they're the military ladies, right? Like people of authority, people who are expected to have the answers, people who are expected to solve problems on a daily basis and remain calm, cool, and collected and professional and polished while doing so. Bring that behavior into their romantic life. They bring that behavior into every element of their life. They are the family savior too, right? They are the ones who have all the answers for their friends. They are the go-to people, and they bring that in their romantic life, very specifically in a heterosexual relationship, right? Where this is your partner and this is the head of your family, of your household, and you're trying to fix them, and you don't understand why, one, they don't listen to you, or two, why they're offended why you do it. So when I was on the retreat, I gave this comparison, and I hope that y'all ride with me and you listen to me carefully as I give this comparison so that you can understand why it is annoying, why it is frustrating, why it is offensive when you try to fix your partners, specifically your male partners' problems. I'm going to tell you very clearly. All right. So I'm going to give you this example just to paint a picture. I want you to think about the traditional roles and responsibilities of women in society, right? In a patriarchal society specifically. What's some of the things you think about? Women cook, women clean, women child rear, right? That's a traditional role and responsibility. Let's take cooking, because cooking is very easy. All right. We're going to take cooking as the example to paint this picture. Women traditionally are expected to cook. Okay. If a woman cannot cook, it is looked like she is less than, she's not delivering on her roles and responsibilities to her family, to society. Cool. Now, when a woman does do it, right? The expectation is that she does it well. Cool. When a woman does cook for her man, she wants her man to like the food because she wants him to praise her. She wants to feel like she's doing her job. She wants to feel valuable, right? She wants to feel honored. So she wants him to like the food. Y'all with me? Okay, cool. If you are cooking for your man and you believe a part of your identity and a part of your value is being able to cook as a woman, that's what you believe. You cook for your man and he does not like it. He takes the food, he might put it in a container, puts it in the fridge, and then goes and fixes him a sandwich. He takes your food, he wraps it up, he puts it away, and then he goes and cooks his own meal. He wakes up early in the morning before you do and cooks his own breakfast, even though he knows that you know and believe that a part of your value, a part of your identity is cooking for him and cooking for your family. What are you left to conclude? You are left to conclude that your food is nasty. You are left to conclude that he doesn't like your food. You are left to conclude that he believes his cooking is better than yours. And so he's just going to do it himself because you don't know what you're doing. If you identify as a traditional woman, as a traditional wife, and you feel like one of your roles and responsibilities to your family is to cook for them, then now you feel less than. You feel like you're not delivering. You don't feel good enough. It's an attack on your identity. Y'all understand the example. I'm not saying that that is reality for all women or most women. That's how you should live. I'm just trying to paint a picture. Okay, cool. With that being said, imagine that example for men. So if you are going to go fix their problems, you are going to go get their resume together and get them a job. You are going to go take care of what he feels like is his responsibility, then he is going to feel like you are attacking his identity. You are going to be putting him in a position where he feels like he's being undermined. You are putting him in a position where he feels like he's less than, that he feels like he's not delivering. That is offensive and it is annoying. When you, because you're the fixer on your job, you're the fixer in your business, you're the fixer in your company, you're the fixer as the owner of your company, you're the fixer as the military person tries to come in and fix whatever you feel like your man has broken or is broken in. Does that make sense? If you have chosen him to be your man, you also have to choose him and trust that he can fix whatever the problem is. If he needs your help, he will let you know. Now, you can offer help because you want to make sure that you are adding value to said relationship, right? So you're not going to sit there and just let somebody drown. This is what it looks like. Hey, babe, I'm so sorry to hear about what's going on at the job. And, you know, they're letting everybody go and blah, 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 blah. You know, I have a couple of friends over at CBS. You know, I have a couple of friends down at the state office. You know, I have a couple of friends uptown at blah, blah, blah. Let me know if you want me to reach out to them. Boom. You have done your job of offering your support, you're listening, you're understanding, you're offering support. What you're not going to do is take his resume, put it through ChatGPT, zhuzh it up, call your friend downtown, fax the resume, upload it to Indeed, start applying for jobs. I've made that mistake. Trust me. Trust me. If you have to do that for that man, he's not your man. He's not the right one for you. If you have to do it. What you will do is say, babe, I'm sorry to hear about everything that's going on. Please let me know how I can support you. You are not the fixer. They don't like the fixers. That's what they say. Let a man be a man. Let him lead. Cool. We're going to do that. We're going to listen. We're going to be a supportive ear, right? We're going to offer feedback if appropriate. Sometimes it's appropriate just to listen and be a support and shush. And then, hey, let me know how I can help. You know, I have some friends over at such and such and so and so. Let me know if you want me to make some phone calls. And leave them be. Leave them be. They don't want you to be the authority, so don't be. Guide and support by listening and offering if they ask. All right. All right, beautiful people. I'm going to skedaddle. I have a consultation call right now for someone who's interested in joining my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. So I'm going to sit with her for about 15 minutes and we're going to go through all the details of the program. I'm going to answer any questions she may have. And if she decides to move forward because she needs to get her love life together, then I am going to send her the email to enroll her. She's going to get started in 3 weeks. If you recognize that you haven't gotten this thing figured out yet, navigating dating has been quite difficult for you. You want to be in a healthy, committed relationship. You want to be engaged. You want to be married like my clients are. You want to be buying houses. You want to be having kids. You want to travel the world. You want to have someone to rely on. Then you need to be applying to my 8-week coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. I'm going to go ahead and put the links everywhere. It'll be in the caption. It'll be in the description. Make sure that you apply. Now is the time to take action in anything in your life. Now, not next week, not next month, not in the new year. Now, we can no longer afford to waste any more time in creating and crafting the love life and the life that we desire. All right, folks, if this has been valuable to you, make sure that you like, subscribe, do all the things. You can get alerts when I go live every Wednesday around 5:30. I do this live Q&A. I answer questions that are either posed right here on the live or that's asked of me someplace else, and I bring it to you guys so I can teach, so I can support, so I can guide you in your dating journey. If you recognize that this is cool, you subscribe. If you recognize that you need more, you need to apply for coaching so I can help you like I've helped over 300 busy professional women like you across this country, the United States of America, and around the world, Canada, UK, Kenya, Nigeria, Australia. I'm trying to count all the countries. And did I say China? And China. Get your love life together. All right, folks, have a good one. Bye.